Yeah, the mind can really feed off this because it's true. Often when there is an awakening and energetic shifts, you everything is you. So you stop being so limited to the body energetically, and then everything is inside of you. Whereas before, when you were younger, even though you might have been sensitive and picked these things up, you had a story that you were a limit, a body, and the other people were something different from you. And that did create energetic distance. But when there is the energetic shift, everything is happening in you. However, freedom isn't everything. So that means in the city and in the countryside and in the nature and in favorable places. It could be, I just say this for you to reflect on. I'm not saying it's the truth or the way it is, but it could be that your body mind is still focusing a little bit on the feelings and the sensation the freedom creates in the body. So you can be absolutely expanded and who you are is that still presence, but the body can be uncomfortable. And often the mind can get a bit confused by that because the freedom, like resting in yourself, can create a lot of blissfulness in the body. So when you're by yourself, it might create a lot of blissfulness, and then when you're in front of other people, you're getting all their feelings, so it's getting muddled up. But you have to be really clear that freedom isn't in any way a feeling or a sensation in life. The freedom is that empty looking and the spaciousness. So in a way, it's a really good experiment for you to do, to go from a place where you feel bliss and more in line with the nature, and then to a place where there is contraction and pain in the body, but recognizing that freedom is still there and that freedom isn't connected to the body in any way. It's this still presence that's beyond the body. And sometimes that can take some integrating and like calming down of everything, in the sense, like after these awakening, it can take some time to really see that, because also when you feel pleasure and you feel bliss in the body, then the seeking can be reduced as well. So then there can be a more expansiveness. So it's really noticing these differences. Another thing that can be done is like this discernment, like I said, so discerning human relationships better. So you learn it unconsciously, so there can be more of a discernment between behaviors. The other thing that you can practice is when you're in social environments, this is a weird thing to do, but actually put the attention, say, on a chant of I am, or on a chant, a mantra, or actually notice the edges of the physical body. And I know it's like sounding like the opposite thing, but this can help with discerning between the different energies that are happening. Because you can walk into a room and you're feeling really joyful, and then if other people are angry, then anger can come about, and then you're like, oh, what's happening? So this can help discernment better. It's not that you really need to know that, but because you live in a society that's really identified, you can't just express the anger. So if I was like totally free in terms of society, and society understood this subject, if I walked into a room and there's lots of anger, I'd just be like, and I would just completely act it out. This is what often me and my partner do, is we don't act it out like being mean to each other or anything, but we act it out like we just like as do it jokingly, but we kind of like get into the energy like whereas you can't really do that in society, because yeah, you'll just be locked up in the mental institute.